The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. With over 17,000 markets and extended trading hours, turn US earnings season volatility into opportunity. Get started at IG.com.
So the stock of the day is DroneShield. Now, it actually came out with this news yesterday, but we thought it's still worthy given the stock has continued to rise. The defence systems manufacturer, seeing those shares, well, it jumped around 20% yesterday. That's off the back of the news that it inked its largest deal to date, $61.5 million from 3 standalone contracts with a privately owned European military reseller. The contract value greater than DroneShield's $57.5 million total revenue for 2024. And the contracts are for handheld detection and counter-drone systems, with delivery and payments expected in the second half of 2025. In fact, I caught up with the chief executive yesterday, and he was talking about extensive R&D at the moment as they try and keep ahead of that drone technology. They have I think they've got about 300 employees. 200 of those are engineers. So that gives you an idea of just how much they're focused on that R&D at the moment. So just noting that perhaps, I see Shaw and Partners saying the pipeline there has increased to $2.4 billion. Cash lifted to close to $200 million. So Europe now representing close to half of their pipeline, particularly due to NATO defence spending. And we've heard that, of course, been a big mover too, with Donald Trump getting his way in Europe and getting those NATO members to commit to spending 5% of their GDP on defence. Well, aside from
that's
maybe
what they're saying.
That's what they say, yeah. Aside from maybe Spain, which seems to be the outlier. I think he copped the ire of Donald Trump as a result. So, Grady, I do see that Bell, you've upgraded it to a buy.
It is a buy with a price target increase to $2.60. Now, what this company has done, they're in the right place at the right time. Oleg Vornik, I'm sure who you spoke to yesterday, I speak to quite a lot as well. I love his passion for the business, and being at the helm, you need to see passion, you need to see drive, you need to see commitment. And he's like one of the CEOs that you look and you go, yeah, he really believes in what he's doing. Now, the contracts have gone from strength to strength. We're seeing tailwinds, we're seeing more contracts announced more frequently. So that signals there's a lot of demand for what they're doing. We're seeing contracts, we're seeing drones are the way forward for all military at the moment. So that's how people are sadly getting attacked mostly. And in war, there used to be the ability to hide, and there used to be the ability to kind of shelter and have a bit of reprieve. But now these drones just follow you everywhere. So it's absolutely devastating. So the fact that it's in the right place at the right time, but they also don't hurt people, they take down the drones. So it's not like an ESG concern on that front. It's just literally being able to take out the technology that's going to hurt people and civilians. So looking at that, there's fundamentals there as well. So obviously profitable in FY23, not profitable last year, but looking to turn into a profit again this year. So that's upside potential on the NPAT front. Good cost control as well. We also see tailwinds in the sector. We see revenue has definitely outperformed what we expected. Q1 revenue was up 102% year on year. So the growth potential is really, the sky's the limit right now, and especially for what we're seeing on a global scale, with expected geopolitical tensions not to ease anytime soon. So I think, at the moment, DroneShield is a buy, and we're definitely very bullish on it.
Sky's the limit. Very appropriate. Right?
Well, actually, the floor when you shoot a drone down.
In fact, you don't want them in the sky. That's
Exactly.
Drones generally don't fly that high, but at least it's reasonably up in the sky.
Pun was not intended.
All right, so a buy from you.
Yeah.
Howard, now I dare say you're going to say, look, that doesn't have the company history here, but nonetheless, what are you seeing?
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously they're wonderful tailwinds, and they've just got a large contract. But they've gone from 100,000 in revenue to 57 million over the past 10 years, and they still weren't making a profit. So how do we know the extra 61 million will make a profit? But I'm very encouraged to hear that you heard they've got over 200 engineers. That's very positive for developing new products. And one of the things that, if you meet them again, it may be worth suggesting is, why don't they come up with a profit shield so that they can actually make some money every year? Because from a shareholder perspective, some sort of new profit shield would be really very valuable. Shoot down the losses and make some profits. But being realistic, so let's say the 60 million contract, which is, by the way, fantastic, it's excellent. Let's say they make 10% net profit out of that, which would be reasonable for any business. That's 60 million. But they've raised from shareholders several hundred million over the last 10 years. So it's going to take a lot of 60 million contracts, even if they are profitable. It's going to take a lot of them to ever give back to the shareholders all the money that the shareholders have put in. So from a Teaminvest point of view, we'd look at it and we'd say, there's just no way that this looks like a good use of your money. You can find better places to put it. But, you know, we hope they're successful, because anything that stops drones being able to kill people has got to be a good thing.
All right. So a no from you, not interested.
Are
Better
you
places to look. No, I'm not. But I mean, Howard does recognise obviously the potential of the company there, and clearly, you've got an engineering background, haven't you?
Physics, actually. So
yeah. Okay.
The less practical side of engineering. We do the thinking, the engineers make it work.
All right, that is the view on our stock of the day, DroneShield.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Turn volatility into opportunity this US earnings season with extended trading hours on over 110 key US shares. Get started at IG.com.